What do all these series have in common? Any guesses? Well, they're all romance anime and manga series, but they also most commonly get referred to as shoujo when they're not shoujo. So let's break down what is shoujo. Let's first start with what is not shoujo. Shoujo is not Japanese for romance. Shoujo is a Japanese word for young girl. Shoujo is a demographic for young girls and women. And if you don't understand what demographics are, they're literally just the target audience for a series. Which manga magazine a series gets published is literally the only determining factor to whether a series is a shonen or a shoujo. The genre of the series does not determine that. While all of these manga magazines share the same demographic, each of them have their own niche or specialty. And yes, romance is a very popular genre among young girls and women, which is why those series do very well. But the shoujo demographic is not limited to just sweet high school stories or office romances. If you're someone that wants horror, mystery, suspense, drama, there is a specific manga magazine that caters to those needs. And although these covers look very different from these ones right here that are much more colorful, all of these are still within the shoujo demographic, so they would be a shoujo. That's why usually you would anchor the demographic and the genre. So if you want shoujo horror, you're gonna go towards a manga magazine that specifically publishes shoujo horror. If you want a shoujo mystery, you would go to something like Bonita magazine that publishes those type of stories. Nemoki magazine, which is the one over here, also publishes mystery, horror, and suspense series as well. And if you like darker historical dramas, then you can go towards Monthly Princess, which published Requiem of the Rose King. So shoujo is not just romance. And it's also important to acknowledge that men like romance stories too, which is why you see romances being published in shonen as well as seinen manga magazines. Romance is not a girly genre, and you don't need to be insecure about enjoying romance. That's why there's literally romance published for different target audiences. So next time you see someone incorrectly use the word shoujo, you can feel free to correct them.